Ayan. Kamusta kayo dyan mga kameta? Bonjour, bonjour. Comment ça va? From Davos. Hindi naman. Pero on the road din tayo. Medyo I'll be on the move. So, baka hindi tayo magmeta for a few days or so. Pasensya na lang kasi I'll be on the move also. Alam mo naman, hindi naman si Magellan Jr. lang ang pwede mag-circumnavigate ng mundo. Pati naman tayo ay medyo nagsa-circumnavigate rin. Except of course, hindi tayo pumupunta gamit ang alam niyo na, of course, gladly in our case, pag we go abroad, etc., pinabayaran ng mga hosts natin, mga organizations, universities, yung mga ano natin. So, hindi lang si Magellan Jr., mga ka-unity dyan, tayo rin, kailangan natin mag-circumnavigate. So, siguro for a few days, I'll be on the road or out of sight sa inyo. Kaya sabi ko, let's do this quickie, nice meta. Oh, by the way, nakita niyo ba yung pinost natin kay hindi ko maintindihan bakit yung kay Sandra Cam. Pag nilagay mo doon sa Wikipedia, ang lumalabas, ex-Belgian freestyle swimmer. Hindi ko talaga alam yan. Pagtingin mo, may talagang Sandra Cam pala talaga na Belgian swimmer talaga. So, ano ba talaga? Ano pa talaga itong Sandra Cam na yan? Kaya paki-check ulit ha, paki-double check. Paki-report sa Wikipedia, ano po tong Sandra Cam. Ito, ayaw maniwala sa akin. Ito. Mga meta. Ay, wala kayong believe kasi sa akin eh. Paras kayo ng yan may mga, ay nako. Ito talaga, oh. Diba? Tingnan nyo kasi, lagay nyo Sandra Cam sa ayun ang lalabas, ang lumalabas, ayun basahin nyo. Sandra Cam is a Belgian retired freestyle swimmer who represented her country in 2 consecutive Summer Olympics. Aba, ibang klase. Olympian pala tong So, una-una, paki-double check yan talagang. Kasi nagte-trending si Sandra Ram, di ba? Dahil dun sa, di ba, binuking niya na talagang purong kababalagan lang nangyari dun sa kaso ni Dalima at in fairness naman sa kanya, nag-press conference siya, sinabi naman niya, she feels bad about what happened and all of that, and ginamit daw siya as if, ano ba, inanimate object bang tao na ginagamit lang sila, wala silang, ito.
That I was used as a tool for imprisonment ng Senator Laila de Lima. Nakita ko at naranasan ko naman ang sakit at paghihirap na sa kanyang pagkakakulong. At tumingi na ako ng kapatawaran at pagsisisi sa aking pagkakamali. And the restoration of our friendship is the most important than politics. At ang buhay na naranasan ko sa kulungan ay yan ang lakas na aking kinakapitan upang makamit ko ang hustisya at lalo kung magtutulungan ang kapareho kong mga whistleblowers.
Ayan, so whistleblower daw siya. Ayon sa kanya, yung nangyaring kaso kay Laila de Lima, Senator de Lima, katulad ng alam natin lahat ng mga hindi katatay, lahat ng medyo nagano sa buhay, di ba? Alam natin na talagang malabo yung case na yan. Kaya sabi ko pa, Senator de Lima ba yung next pa sana na ma-acquittal dahil wala naman talagang At kanina, nagtanong tayo, by the way, kamusta yung Farmali investigations, di ba? Kamusta na? Anyway, moving on. Ayaw mo na balik kaya baka may magalit sa atin. Oh, by the way, guys, of course, kanina may news din tayo nakita na ang Prime Minister po ng New Zealand, si Jacinda Ardern po ay magre-resign na soon because hindi daw niya mabigay ng 100% niya. In short, she believes she'll not be good enough.
This summer, I had hoped to find a way to prepare not just for another year, but another term, because that is what this year requires. I have not been able to do that. And so today I'm announcing that I will not be seeking re-election, and that my term as Prime Minister will conclude no later than the 7th of February. This has been the most fulfilling 5.5 years of my life, but it has also had its challenges. I know what this job takes, and I know that I no longer have enough in the tank to do it justice. It's that simple.
Wait lang, nilayo ko lang para hindi... Kasi baka ma-copyright tayo eh. BBC kasi.
Politicians are human.
Mhm.
We give all that we can for as long as we can, and then it's time. And for
Yan. So sabi niya, I no longer have enough in the tank. Ibig sabihin, binigay na lahat. Lahat na may pagparang hugot line niya na, I gave it all. Now, but what she's saying is that you can only be a good leader if you are 100% into it, no? You have 100% of energy to give it, if you're fully committed to it. And since feeling na na-drain na siya after more than 5 years in office, kasi, syempre, just to put things into context, ito si Jacinda Ardern, siguro ang travel schedule niya is 1 travel a year, no? Hindi po katulad ng iba na more than 1 travel a month. Kaya, controlling ko na naman sarili ko. Basta, sana lang hindi maging travel agency ang mga presidential palaces natin, di ba? Baka, ano bang susunod na, package yan? Ay, Paris. Saan tayo after Japan? Baka naman, pwede dyan sa Seoul. Meron din, malapit ng tawag dyan, malapit ng Sakura, yan. So, in short, hindi po travel agency ang Office of Prime Minister dyan sa New Zealand. So, syempre si ate, na-stress siya, konti lang travels, pandemic, lockdown, ingat here, take care of people. At yan, gusto niya syempre, I mean, she's 39, I think, or something like that. I think she just gave birth the other year. So, siguro she wants to focus on her private life and all. So, ayan. Ganyan talaga. Yan ang mga ganon. Hindi yung travel agency yung Prime Minister Office. Oy, wala akong sinasabi Of course, hardworking din yung mga iba. Lalo na yung mga Ferragamo belts. The other thing I wanted to talk na naman tayo, Bart. Basta guys, ako masaya ako kasi Magellan Jr. nun. Ma-circumnavigate na natin. Wait lang, mamaya pupuntahan ko pa si Kuya. Hindi, may sasabihin ako, wait lang. Nakantok ako sa kinain ko kanina. Ano yung mga kameta? Basta ito. Travel agency. Di ba? Ayan. Siguro, kailangan na rin natin ng tourism Okay, saan tayo? Sige na, pag-usapan natin si Davos. Ano ba nangyari sa Davos? Hindi, kanina guys, sinigyan ko yung Davos. In fairness naman yung sa conversation ni President Marcos dun sa Davos, he touched on some very sensitive issues, no? Some very tricky issues, including yung exile nila sa Hawaii, yung pagbalik nila sa Pilipinas, bakit siya nasa politika. So in fairness naman to the Davos Summit, they covered some very sensitive, interesting issues. But yung isa lang medyo, yung ibang sinasabi ni Pangulong Marcos Jr., medyo parang not sure about that. So for instance, nung tinanong siya about, arms build up in the region, medyo medyo nabubulol din yung hindi magaling yung moderator. Sino itong moderator na to? Wala pa silang mahanap na mas magaling. Anyway, parang in short, you want to say, what do you think about the regional...
Japan has now committed to double their defense spending budget from
Si Marcos pang
1%
nagtatapos
of
ng...
GDP to 2% of GDP. Is that something you ran on to on your ticket, or is that something that you're reflecting on in the Philippines?
Well, I think to an extent, but not because the belief is that first of all,
Wait lang, ano daw? Ulitin natin. Ano ulit?
On your ticket, or is that
Transcribe natin.
we are not in
Ayan.
in the Philippines?
well, I think to an extent, but not because the belief is that first of all, there is no point. The Philippines building up its army. First, we are not in a
Okay, gets ko na. Basta ang point niya, hindi tayo kasing yaman ng China, US, whatever. So, there's no point in us in building up our defensive capability, etc., etc. And then, of course, sinabi rin ni Pangulong
when I say
Marcos,
that, I'm thinking of the war in Ukraine.
of course, he's saying also, we want to be neutral, we don't want to invite wars, blah, blah, blah. So, the usual safe unity thing. Ang point ko naman, guys, kaya nga may tinatawag na minimum deterrence capability. Sino naman ang maniwala na isang bansa na katulad natin na kayang tapatan ng Amerika or China pagdating sa defense expenditure? Of course not. You know, the Chinese defense expenditure, the official one, is more than 200 billion. Sorry, 293 billion last year. And we know the real one could be more like 600 billion. So that's 50% larger than our GDP. No one is saying na tatapatan natin mga bansa na yan. Kasi of course, our economy is not as large and it doesn't make sense to spend that much when you have other priorities, including sibuyas, di ba? And all of that. But the point is, mga kameta, kaya nga sabi ko, may konsepto na tinatawag na minimum deterrence capability, no? To make it even simpler, it goes, let me use the metaphor of what Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore used to refer to all the time. Poison shrimp. His idea is that we cannot be a big fish. We at best can become small fish, but realistically, at least we can become a poison shrimp. No, even if you're small and all, kung you have some minimum deterrence capability, not necessarily 10 submarines, 10 aircraft carriers, no, but you're just enough missile defense systems, just a few nice corvettes, frigates, a few fighter jets. As long as you can be a poison shrimp, magdadalawang isip yung mga ibang mas malalaking mga isda, nakakainin ka. It's as simple as that. And of course, the better metaphor is porcupine. You may be smaller, you may not have the offensive care, but as long as you can have a porcupine strategy, others will have a second thought attacking. And in fact, we have an article about this. I wrote this back in 2015, just few years after the late President Aquino started our revised AFP Modernization Act, no? Revised Modernization Act, kasi revised in 1995 AFP Modernization Act. And President Aquino, God bless his soul, he oversaw the allocation of $648.44 million to modernizing the AFP over the next 5 years or so. So the 2013 saw a 17% increase in defense spending, while allocation of 1.73 billion for defense procurement in the 2013 to 2017 period. Now, alam nyo, yung mga FA-15 fighters na parati nag-escort, no, kay Magellan Jr., no, pag umaalis siya, di ba, tapos di ba may mga fighter jets, guess under whose administration were able to oversee the process of their procurement? It was under Aquino. No, if not for Aquino, baka ang mga padala natin dyan, alam mo, yung mga World War I, yung mga British Royal, hanggang lang yan. Gets nyo ba yan? In fairness naman, so we saw the beginning, at least the first whiffs of military modernization under President Aquino, God bless his soul. Na obviously maraming mga kakulangan, yung administration na yan, maraming problema. We're not saying that they were perfect, but I'm saying at least we kickstarted something good. And in fairness to President Duterte also under his administration, and especially yung ating kaibigan, si dating Secretary Lorenzana, we continued some of the efforts. Kaya nasa phase 2 na tayo ng AFP modernization and all, etc. And now we're moving to phase 3, and hopefully we can even look at getting at least 1 or 2 submarines down the road, more frigates, and more advanced fighter jets katulad ng F-15 fighters na modernized or F-16s, etc., etc. So, in short, kaya nga sabi ko, sana naman may nagbe-brief kay Pangulong Marcos. Na, you're going to World Economic Forum, you're talking to all these people, very smart people there. Huwag yung mga ganyan-ganyan na sagot. Yung sagot niya is, I agree, we don't want war, but war is always a possibility. So, nakatunga ka lang dyan? Hindi naman pwede, di ba? You have to be ready for any eventuality. And the point is, yes, we're not here to compete with other countries in terms of the size of military and all, but we can be at least a poison shrimp. We can be at least a porcupine. So Singapore, Taiwan, relatively small countries, bullied by bigger countries, they can hold their ground and hold their own, diba? Hold the line, diba? Sabi ng isa, diba? Because they have the defensive basic capabilities. It's yung tinatawag na minimum deterrence capability. So I hope sana mas pinibrief si Pangulong Marcos. Since ang dami naman yung travels, might as well, di ba, habang nasa jets siya, nasa travel, ganon, may mga briefings din dyan. Yun lang naman sinasabi natin. Pero hindi ko pa rin maintindihan, bakit pag nilagay mo sa Google, Sandra Cam, ang lumalabas talaga, freestyle, Olympian swimmer. Hindi ko talaga maintindihan yan. At yun lang talaga. At nakita natin, ito pala yung gusto kong sabihin, yung sa Vietnam. So nakita natin si Vietnam, by the way guys, yan, Vietnam is my favorite natin. Not only very successful in dealing with the pandemic over the 3-year period in terms of overall infection, economic growth rates, etc. But Vietnam, we saw, even though they're not a democracy, open democracy, they're a communist part, there is some degree of accountability. So the other day, the Vietnamese president, the president resigned because may corruption scandal and there is a crackdown on corruption. Alright, ipakita natin sa inyo. Ayan, no? Vietnam President Nguyen Xuan Phuc quit amid purge on corruption. Ayan, no? Ayan. Ito. So, ito guys, ito yung nangyari ngayon. So, you have a situation whereby New Zealand, a very young and popular prime minister is stepping down because she feels she cannot give it 100%. In Vietnam, it's not even a democratic country. No less than the president has been forced to resign because of concerns with corruption. So Vietnam President Nguyen Xuan Phuc has resigned after ruling Communist Party blaming for violations and wrongdoing by officials under his control. So not necessarily him, but people under his control. So command responsibility. Huwag na makakalimutan niya mga kameta. Yung mga tipong, ay, di naman kasalanan ni tatay yan. Kasalanan naman ni secretary. Ganun. Sino nag-appoint doon sa secretary na yan? Oh, di ba? Yan. So last year, 539 party members were prosecuted or disciplined for corruption and deliberate wrongdoing sa Vietnam. So look at it. No less than the president of the country had to step down because of corruption scandals and concerns like that, no? So that's Vietnam. It's not even a democracy. And then in a real democracy like New Zealand, a young prime minister, because she knows the prime minister has to be really good, really smart and all, she stepped down, etc. And by the way, this has nothing to do with, yung mga iba dyan, kasi kung mag-parliamentary tayo, lahat maayos, mga ganun, yung mga walang alam talaga sa mga social science, mga hindi alam sinasabi. By the way, Vietnam is not even a democracy, so it's a one-party state, right? And it has its own good things. New Zealand is a full-fledged democracy, it has its own good things. And yung mga naiwala na pag parliamentary tayo, magically everything will be fine, right? Have you seen parliamentary politics in Iraq? Have you seen them in Turkey? Have you seen the parliamentary? Forget about those. Even yung sa Malaysia, ang gulo niya. Ang gulo ng politics. Ang laki ng mga corruption scandal nila. Forget about that. Let's talk about bigger, more advanced countries. Look at yung daming gulo sa UK. Australia, Israel, lahat ng mga parliamentary systems na yan. Ang daming kagagulan. So, tapos, lagay mo sa Pilipinas, you expect the Philippines will be like what? Sweden? I mean, come on. Seriously. Anyway, mga kameta, ayan na, nagawa ko na yung mga 10 minutes quota ko. Nag-freestyle tayo dito. Di pa ako nagkape. Wait lang. So yun, guys, ha? Sana lang hindi maging travel agency yung ano natin dyan. Anong next travel natin dyan? Tokyo. Uy, may Sakura. Balik tayo sa March. O baka naman dyan sa Korea, meron din Paris tayo kasi mag-Olympics na sila, no? Okay. Alright. Basta, mga kameta, mga ka-unity. Enjoy lang kayo dyan. Alam niyo yung term na vicarious? Yeah. So, if we cannot go and enjoy abroad, at least our leaders travel abroad. So, vicariously, we can enjoy their visits abroad. So, I look forward dun sa mga vlogs ang mga gagawin ni Creative Communications Advisor of the President. So, I really look forward. Kasi siguro, pag pinanood natin yung vlog na gano'n, makalimutan natin yung mga presyo ng sibuyas, makalimutan natin mga hugot sa life, love life issues, mga gano'n. Maging happy na tayo. Alright? So, mga kameta, just to update, hindi lang si Magellan Jr., but tayo will be on the road, going around. So, talk to you soon. Hopefully early next week or something like that. All right? God willing. Thank you very much for all the love and support. Thank you very much for your goodwill and all. And by the way, yung mga may TV pa, yung mga natang TV yan. In few minutes, pupunta tayo, magpa-interview tayo dyan sa, wag po, sa TV5. Alright? So, magkakalat na rin ako. Ayan naman tayo. Basta! Travel agency. Travel. Ayan. Sarap ng buhay. Okay. Hindi tayo kasi tayo magbabayad pa tayo ng presyong sabuyas and all. Alright. Sariling sikap. So thank you very much guys. God bless you. Talk to you soon. And by the way, yung mga episodes na ginawa ko with Leloy, Claudia kagabi, yung mga hindi nanood, wag kayong magalala. I'll bring it out. Ipapublish natin, parang the expose. Ipapublish natin mga yan over the next few days. So, panoorin nyo na lang yan, alright? Magpo-post ako ng Spotify na ako, so check nyo na lang yan, alright? Thank you very much. God bless. Talk to you soon. And please, continue support, continue prayers and goodwill. I really appreciate it. Less lonely tayo. Especially as we try to circumnavigate the world also. In the next, Ayan, ano bang legacy ng president na to? Oh, he circumnavigated the world in the first 18 months of his, Alright, thank you very much. God bless and talk to you soon.